B2B Cambodia, the portal for business use in Cambodia.
The American Chamber of Commerce in Cambodia organized a business delegation trip to Sihanoukville to give more visibility to the province's burgeoning business opportunities. Since most of the Chamber's members are based in Phnom Penh, the tour was aimed at shedding light on what Sihanoukville has to offer in an effort to encourage more businesses to diversify and seek opportunities outside of the capital city. The full-day trip began with a presentation and special site tour of the Sihanoukville Autonomous Port, where the delegation got to see the bounded area and also witness the docking of a large foreign cruise ship. The delegation then traveled to the Bay of Lights, a major coastal development project area, where Vice Governor of Sihanoukville, Long Dimanche, delivered a presentation on the province's business prospects.
I would say that there is a million of reasons why you must come to Sihanoukville and start your business or investment. Sihanoukville exactly offers just what the most potential and strategic location connecting to the most dynamic regions in the world and beyond. It has every means of connections, including the water seaport, international airport, expressway, and the interconnected roads and infrastructure within the city, and the more importantly, the well-established hub of the SEZ. It is the province's most anticipating transformation into the model of multi-proposed special economic zone. Essentially, this model expressed to gradually transform Sihanoukville into technology and financial driven hub, which is like here, synonymously as the second, you can say, Shenzhen city.
Finally, the delegation proceeded to the Sihanoukville Special Economic Zone, where a special tour was given of a factory producing automobile parts and of Fine Flooring Cambodia, which produces wooden flooring panels for distribution primarily in the American market.
We've been talking about this for a while, maybe like a year or so. And in many respects, we operate a lot out of, most of our members, we operate to a great extent out of Phnom Penh. And so Sihanoukville is kind of a bit of a blind spot, even though there's a lot of investment here. And there's been a lot of growth, despite the pandemic and whatnot. And which, as a result, there are probably some opportunities here. Given that lack of visibility, it seemed like a good idea to at least make the offer to bring interested parties in who want to get some information on what's here from a real estate market, what's here from in this case, we're in an economic zone.
Obviously, Sihanoukville's been through some tough times recently through the COVID years. The government took measures and took that opportunity to upgrade a lot of the infrastructure, not only the expressway that got finished just after COVID, but also all the roads in Sihanoukville, which has sort of rapidly increased local tourism. So we wanted to not change the minds of people about Sihanoukville, because there are some problems that the government is still dealing with in terms of over 400 unfinished buildings and so on. But there are a lot of good things going for Sihanoukville with the Special Economic Zone, the deep sea port, and some of the new developments that we visited today. And we think these are great opportunities for businesses in Phnom Penh and in the region. And some of these businesses wouldn't know of the possibilities that exist in Sihanoukville. Because there's variety. You're on one side of the highway, we're talking economic zones, a manufacturing base, pretty solid jobs for the citizens of Cambodia. And on the other side, you have what is, arguably a very nice beachfront, and opens itself greatly to tourism and that whole sector. So as a province, it offers that kind of variety. And again, it's close to a port. So if you want to manufacture, you're good from a shipping perspective. And there is the intent to develop more. I mean, I like the engagement that we've seen from the public sector to the private sector, to harness ideas that the private sector may have, and
I know there's been an investment law that's been passed some time ago, and recently, not super long ago, right? But also that interaction that has started to take place between the public and private sector is very promising. That the ideas we have that could make things better will actually be considered and may have a positive impact. And then, as a foreign business and company, it's important to operate and be kind of like an operating standard, be an example, and maintain those standards. You probably saw some of that walking through the factory, the way we do things, with an emphasis on things like safety and quality. It's just the rules that we play by. And so, from a manufacturing industrial perspective, there's room for that here, and I think it's quite welcome, and I think the country welcomes it.